Hello students. So today we'll be learning in a digital format. So today we will learn about the animal world. Okay? So in this chapter we'll learn about the different kind of animals that we see around us. Okay? So let's get started. We see many kinds of animals around us. Some animals are big and some are small. Right? For example, when we see outside, we find dog, cat. These are small animals. But we also see elephants, right? They are big animals. Some animals live on land, some animals live in water, and some animals can fly in the air. So we will in this chapter learn about these kind of animals. Okay? So let's begin with the domestic animals. Animals that we keep at our houses or farms are called domestic animals. So kids, there are some animals that we keep at our home, right, or at our farms for our own use sometimes. Okay, for example, we keep cow, right, we keep buffalo, horse. Okay, so domestic animals are very useful for us. So for example, if we talk about cow or buffalo, right, they give milk to us. Similarly, horse give us ride. Okay. If we talk about goat, right, goat also gives us milk. Sheep gives us wool and donkey carry our load. So these are all what? Domestic animals. Now there are wild animals also. So animals that live in jungles are called wild animals. You can see wild animals in zoo also. So the animals that live in zoo, they don't live with human beings. Okay. So we can see these animals mostly in jungles and sometimes in zoo also. Okay. So these are called wild animals. So the lion is the king of the jungle, right? Fox is the wild animal. Elephant, right? Elephant is the biggest land animal. Okay. Then what else? The bear, the tiger, the deer, right? These are all wild animals. Then we will now talk about animals that fly in the air. Okay? They don't live on land most of the time, but they fly in the air. So birds, these are birds which have feathers and wings. They can fly in the air. And some birds like penguins, they cannot fly. Okay? So mostly all birds have wings and feathers which helps them to fly. Okay? But the penguins, okay, they cannot fly. So for example, peacock, pigeon, crow, parrot, right? These are all examples of what? The birds. Then we have cuckoo, penguin, duck, hen. These are also example of birds. Now we have insects, right? Insects is also a part of animals and they are very small. So insects are small animals, very small animals, and all insects have 6 legs. So generally what you see that animals have 4 legs, right? But these insects have 6 legs, and some insects have wings also, so they can fly. For example, have you ever seen any insects with wings? Yes, you have. Like the honeybee, like the ladybird, like the butterfly, right? For example, grasshopper, ant, cockroach, these are also what? The insects. Do you know, kids, if we do not keep our hair clean, we get tiny insects in our hair. These tiny insects are called lice. Lice are the insects without wings. So this tells us that we should always keep our hair clean. Sometimes what happens, if we don't keep our hair clean, these small insects come into our hair and they stay there. These are called lice and they are also without wings. Okay? Now let's talk about animals that live under the water, right? So there are some animals that cannot fly, nor they cannot live on the land. So they live under the water. So some animals live in water, they cannot live on land, and fish have scales on their body. So kids, these animals have different kind of body. Okay? For example, we see fish, right? They have scales on their bodies. Starfish, octopus, right? Then we have whale and dolphin. Now, these were the different kind of animals. Now, let's talk about pets, right? We keep some animals for fun and safety at our homes, and these animals are called pets. So, a dog guards our house, right? Sometimes we keep dog at our home, right? So dog, cat and fish, these are pets, okay? And fish look beautiful in our in an aquarium, so we keep them. And cat, a cat keeps mice away, so people tend to keep cats, dogs for these purposes. Now what we have learnt in this chapter, that well-tamed animals have proved to be our good friends. They protect us from our enemies and thieves. For example, if we talk about dog, cat, right? They protect us from the enemies. They provide some sort of protection to us. We should always take care of animals and be kind to them. We should never hurt or tease them. So I hope, children, this chapter is clear to you now. So based on the understanding from this chapter, you have to revise and do the exercise in your homework.